the hose with boughs of holly. La 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 la. So, I heard you want to make your own business. You just found yourself on YouTube doing your last minute research to figure out what is it that you need to know. Don't worry, I am here to help you figure out what it is that you should know when starting an Etsy business. These are my 7 things that I wish I knew when I started my Etsy business. If you want to know what they are, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Hi, my name is Francine and I am the owner of Freeport Creation on Etsy. I specialize in anything that deals with organizing your money, creating cash envelopes, budget stickers, and any miscellaneous calendar stickers that you may need to prep your budget. I will be talking to you honestly and candidly about the 7 things I wish I knew when I started my Etsy business. The first thing would be how to price my item. Something that they don't really talk about is how to price your item. They say, yes, make sure that you're pricing it very high, that you are making a profit. But what they don't tell you is the fact that Etsy has so many fees that you want to make sure that you are keeping track of. Those fees need to be added into the cost of your item. And dealing with your prices, you have to make sure that you need to find out how much it actually is to make that one item. So if you know that you pay $5 for a pack of 10 sheets of paper, right? So that is 5 divided by 10. That means that each paper is worth 50 cents. So therefore, if to make that, you are using half of that paper, that means the cost of it is actually 25 cents. That is not where you should stop. You should not stop there. If you are laminating the paper, how many laminate sheets are you using? How much does that laminate sheet cost? Then also take it a step further. How much is it for the ink that you're going to use? How much is it per sheet to print? Then take it a step further. Really think about all the layers of production. You don't just come up with a product out of nowhere. You need to create it, workshop it. How much is that software you use that you always use to make your item? If you're using Photoshop, how much is it per month? How much do you assume it will be every time you use it? Really get it down to everything that you use. Then when you are done, know the different fees that Etsy have. They have a transaction fee, they have a listing fee, and they also have a shipping fee. There are a lot of fees that come into this shopping center, which Etsy is. It's a shopping mart. When you add up the production of that product, then add on the Etsy fees. Then take it a step further, add on tax, then add on your labor, because you do not work for free. And that is something that I have learned the hard way, is I've been literally working for free. To now I am rearranging my whole shop and going through all my prices because the prices are not it. I know a lot of people say look at other people's prices and gauge where your price should be, but at the same time, if you're making higher quality products, your prices are going to be higher. And I understand that's a little controversial to what everybody says, because you want to get sales, yes, but you also don't want to devalue your work, your product, and your time. If I would have gotten this advice when I started out my Etsy shop, I would have been booming and amazing. The second thing on my list is how many fees Etsy has. I briefly touched upon it in the first step when discussing your price, but it's like a fee here, a fee there, a fee there, a fee here. Like, it's so many fees that come out of your check. Okay? Yes, compared to Shopify and all those standalone shops where you are making your own website, the price is right. However, when you are new and you are just starting and you don't have a following, it's very, very hard to compete with all these fees. So, once again, please be very mindful and understand and study the handbook of Etsy and really think about, is this the place that I want to be in? Then also think, if you say yes, which I would say yes, how can I eliminate, if not lessen, these fees? Let's think like a business person. How would we, as a small business owner, then lessen these fees? Because there are so many ways around it. Number 3, I wish that I knew that I should have licensed my name before starting. I know people do it the opposite way around, the way that I'm doing it right now, but if I would have gotten that knowledge, I would have created an LLC before I started putting out products, because that way it's a sense of ownership. You don't want to get the risk of you getting bigger and someone taking your name, because then that would suck. Because now the original name that you associated yourself with is no longer yours. So then customers that remember being maybe a first-time customer that came back and was like, oh yeah, I miss you, and let me purchase from you. Now, when they go to that website, the quality is trash. It's not what they expected. So definitely, if you can, if you have the means to, definitely do your legal paperwork first. Number 4, have 5 items before you post. When I say this, I'm not saying listing items, but I'm saying inventory. Have at least 5 things of that one listing on hand. I know this can be very wasteful because you may not know if somebody's going to purchase it. But however, if they do purchase it, and let's say your equipment wants to act crazy, now you are delaying the process of shipping, and that can then aggravate your customers. I have a situation, a personal situation where I listed something, and I don't really get stickers orders. As much as I get, I have stickers listed on my Etsy shop, right? However, compared to cash envelopes, stickers are my least selling item. So I don't necessarily think to have stickers on hand. However, I had a customer who decided to buy a lot of stickers. My silhouette cutting machine decided it no longer wanted to work for me that day. It no longer wanted to work for me for a good 2 days. Therefore, the order is 2 days not fulfilled. I could have got it out within no time that same day that I got the notification. However, the machinery was not playing nice. But had I had 5 items on hand, inventory, regardless if this is a popular product or not, if I had 5 items, I would have been great. It's not customizable. They can't pick any of extra colors. What's there, it's there when it comes to stickers. So understanding that I could have just easily just push and plug. That is actually a goal of my shop, to actually ship to order, buy the order, having my inventory on hand, then ship it out to customers instead of made to order. I'm understanding that how convenient made to order is, but doesn't really, it's easy to have things on hand and be like, okay, this is what you want, this is what you want, this is what you want. All right, cool, let's go. Simple. Number 5, people do not read. This is a very important thing that I wish I truly knew when I started my business, that people, aka customers, tend to not read everything that you post on your listing. Reason being, I have a listing that is an individual cash envelope. However, since the day it's been posted and I rearranged the title, rearranged the caption, had more details in my description section about the product and what it entails and what it comes with, what it doesn't come with, and even writing the word individual in bold in the title. However, I still get a lot of people thinking that it's a bundle. So one thing that I have learned that I wish somebody would have told me is people do not read. They don't. It's not going to be very easy. Yes, the description is very important. Your title is very important for SEO purpose. SEO purposes. The teacher in me came out. I'm so sorry. SEO purposes. However, for the consumer, they're not reading that. What you should do to supplement that lack and gap within the customer seller relation is have pictures. They look at all the pictures. Put a picture and put captions on the picture saying individual cash envelopes. Make it clear on the pictures. That is something that I took away, because when it's visual, they pick up on it. Once it's written, they are not going to read. There's so many experiences that I've had where customers did not read what is entailed and what would be shipped out, gave me a list of personalization, and I have to message them like, unfortunately, I'm very sorry. However, this is an individual cash envelopes. It is stated in the title and along with it in the description. And there was a time where somebody really got upset about it and asked for a refund. And I said, okay. Technically, within my refund policy, once it's past 24 hours, regardless of it being shipped or not, I cannot refund you. However, it was within that 24-hour period. So I said, hey, if it's not to your liking, and with me accommodating the fact that, hey, I understand that you might have read it wrong, but let's see what we can work out to get you the right amount of envelopes that you want. They didn't want it, so that was okay. That was cool. That was a learning experience, and it really solidified the people do not read your descriptions aspect for me. Number 6, something that I wish somebody would have told me is that I need to come out of my shy shell of a well and really do a lot of promotion. Promote yourself like no one has promoted yourself before. Make sure that it is known that this person is a business owner and the business that they own is this. Because if you don't do it, no one else will, and that will stunt the growth of your business. So that is something I have learned over my 1 year as an Etsy business owner. The 7th thing, and the last but not least important thing that I wish somebody would have told me when I started my Etsy business is there's a section on your printer when you are printing something to make the quality of the print better than standard. Look that up, because especially if you make stickers and if you make anything that is used for planners and you want to make sure that the ink saturation is the perfect amount where it's no line streaks, where it looks like it's a picture, that's what you need. And those are the 7 things that I wish I knew when I started my Etsy shop. Hopefully those tips are great resources for you when you are starting or revamping your Etsy shop, because it is very important that we are able to share from each other's experiences, and I would hope that my experience has helped you.